The shutdown of the L train is a big moment for hundreds of thousands of commuters who will be affected directly, but also really for all New Yorkers who rely on public transportation.
This is something that's going to be felt around the city. It's going to be about 275,000 people that need to take a different route.
Even though the city and state are taking steps to prepare, it will be a mess. I mean, make no mistake, it's going to be gridlock, long commutes. The time to prepare for the L train shutdown is now. April 2019 seems like a long ways away, but it's very close.
Swirling right over my shoulder here, what's being called a superstorm tonight. A massive storm, 1,000 miles across.
There will be the direct impact of the 300,000 commuters who need to get from Brooklyn to Manhattan every day, about 50,000 commuters within Manhattan who won't be able to use the L, and then just everybody else who will be affected because all those commuters looking for an alternative will crowd other subway lines. What we're going to see, I think, is really unprecedented in terms of the city and the state carving out exclusive space for buses and bikes on streets that are near the L trains.
For the last few months, a number of cyclists who take the Williamsburg Bridge on a daily basis have been gathering. So every Wednesday around 8 o'clock, we've been meeting at various coffee shops.
Williamsburg Bridge is already the busiest bike crossing of the East River. The L train by itself would be the 10th largest transit system in the United States. So there's no way you can shut that down without having some effect. We think we're doing the best we can to mitigate that, but subway lines all over the city are going to be crowded with overflow people. Some traffic is going to go to other crossings. What we really want people to do is take trains, take buses, bike, walk, do anything but drive themselves into Manhattan.
From Greenpoint all the way out to Bushwick, this is your primary access point to get into the island of Manhattan. When the L train shuts down, there's no better way to get into Manhattan than that bike path. I'm anticipating that there's going to be thousands more cyclists going over the Williamsburg Bridge.
We need concrete solutions available today. The mission of the new L is to increase accessibility to transportation for all Brooklynites affected by the shutdown. So I've been a Brooklyn resident for about 2 years now. After taking a deeper dive into the MTA mitigation plan, along with the timing of having to think about renewing a lease, I started to become very concerned. It became immediately clear that the plan that was released to the public wouldn't be suitable in terms of alternative transit. This isn't like an anecdotal issue. This is going to affect hundreds of thousands of people. That's a lot of humans. We need to diversify the options and that we can't just expect everyone to take those subway lines. Yes, it's formed as an LLC. It's not formed as a non-for-profit. There are operational expenses. It's not meant to be this like massive revenue generator. I will personally like to use the service to get to my existing day job. This was created in response to a plan that was put out by the MTA. There aren't suitable alternatives that are being provided as public offerings. I hope that there are enough public offerings where we can shut down operations.
We added 1 million residents and 500,000 jobs over the past decade or so. Our streets are busy, our subways are busy, everything is busy. You take these 275,000 people a day, there isn't an easy place to put them that isn't already busy and full of other people. How do we cause the least amount of damage possible when this necessary work is going on?
We can't accommodate future growth with subways. We have to do it by turning our streets into peopleways and really making streets less about cars and car parking and more about moving people via buses and bicycles.